You're listening to the After Hours Show with Melanie and Coyle here on Edge 88.
That's right. We got some crazy stuff going on, especially some crazy news. We got some good stories, some fun things. It's going to be a good show. Make sure you keep it locked here on Edge 88.1 for the entire show.
And also, make sure to tweet your song requests to @KDPS88.
Any song requests we get, we will play. Next up, we got Safe Place to Land by Christian Burgart here on Edge 88.1.
That was Katy Perry with Part of Me here on Edge 88.
Alrighty, Melanie, here's what we got. We're going to start our crazy news stories, and I gotta say, we're going to start off with a doozy.
All right.
So, have you ever had a dog where you have to end up leaving it alone in your vehicle for just a little bit? Not a long time, just a little bit.
I have not, because I have never owned a dog.
Oh, you poor deprived child. Oh, that you really poor deprived child. So a man in Maine, it seems like we're getting a lot of Maine crazy news stories, but a man in Maine, he had a truck that he left in idle, and he left his dog in there. Well, the dog ended up pushing it into gear, causing it to roll 75 feet into a lake, and the dog ended up having to be rescued because he left the windows down, but not down far enough for the dog to get out. So the man ended up going into the lake and rescuing his dog.
Oh my goodness, that is horrible. The poor dog.
Unfortunately, no humans or dogs were injured in the making of the story.
Oh, good. All right, next up is I Don't Like It, I Love It.
That was NSYNC with Bye 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 here on Edge 88.1.
All right, Dakota, so you use Facebook still a little bit, right?
Mostly just for creeping on people, but yeah, I use it.
So you're scrolling through your news feed and you see a privacy message about how Facebook is now going to basically steal all your information if you don't post this thing.
I am so sick of having to read those messages. It never actually happens.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that it is a hoax, and it has happened several times in the past couple of years.
Glad to hear it's a hoax. Next up, we got As Long As You Love Me here by Backstreet Boys here on Edge 88.1.
All right, that was Rich Girl by Gwen Stefani here on Edge 88.
That's right. All right, Melanie. Second crazy news story.
Ooh.
This one crazier than the first.
Oh my goodness.
So you said that you never had a dog. You had only had cats, right?
Is this another animal story?
It is another animal story, shockingly enough.
Okay.
So, an emu. How would you feel about having one of those as a pet?
What is an emu even?
It's like an ugly bird, pretty much.
Okay.
Sorry if you
not
have
a fan.
an emu.
I'm not a fan of birds.
Okay, you're scared of birds. Well, this emu, he decided he wanted to run away from home. And this was in New Hampshire. He ran away from home, and he ran all the way to Vermont. And he ended up recognizing his owner as his owner was driving looking for him, and hopped on the Prius and just kept going. They just kept going.
That is so impressive. I don't know what's the likelihood of that happening.
I don't know, but I would just like to see somewhere here in Iowa just an emu on the back of a car just riding somewhere, riding home. He's like, "Take me home, Swift Prius," or something like that.
That's a good mental picture.
Exactly. Next up, we got Flex by Rich Homie Quan here on Edge 88.1.
That was Cheerleader by Omi here on KDPS Edge 88. All right, Dakota, so today is apparently International Coffee Day.
Well, I mean, that's exciting. I guess I like random holidays like that.
Did you celebrate?
I celebrated by drinking my usual 2 cups of coffee in the morning.
Well, that is great. I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and it was so busy just because they were giving out free drinks.
How long did it take you to get through line and stuff?
Oh, at least 25 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time. Next up, we got Kiss a Girl by Keith Urban here on Edge 88.1.
That was Fight Song here on Edge 88. So, Dakota, you know how I'm getting married soon?
Yes, I do know. You won't be quiet about it, actually.
Okay, well, I have a story that kind of relates to it.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is in Indonesia, in a district that's about 60 miles east of the capital.
Okay, I fail to see what this has to do with you, but do continue telling.
They have made a rule that if people are dating, like teenagers, people 17 or younger, are dating and they break their curfew, which is 9 p.m.
9 p.m. curfew.
They may be forced to marry each other.
They may be forced to marry each other?
Yes.
I tell you what, I would have taken my curfew a lot more seriously in high school if that was the case.
I agree. It says that if they break the rules 3 times, then the village council may ask for the parents to marry them. And they're not really sure how this is going to work, since the law technically in Indonesia is that you have to be 16 years old or older to be married.
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult thing going on there. Hopefully they end up working that out. Next up on Edge 88.1, we have All American Girl by Carrie Underwood. That was Timber by Kesha here on Edge 88.1. So, Melanie,
yes.
Due to your marriage, I assume you're going to celebrate, correct?
Yes, I think we will.
Are you thinking about celebrating with a party bus at all? Because I have one that might interest you.
Well, yes, that might be something I need to rent or purchase.
Yeah, sure it will. It reads TRUMP on the side. That's right. Donald Trump's campaign bus has been sold, and they are using it as a party bus.
So how much was it sold for?
$15,000.
Oh, my goodness.
So, I mean, it might be a little bit out of your price range, but
oh, no,
that's
my
okay.
budget is way higher than $15,000 for my wedding.
Once again, sure it is. I believe that 100%. But yeah, guy bought it, decided to kind of play off of Trump's popularity and just, see what he can get for it.
Well, it sounded like a pretty good moneymaker for him.
Absolutely. If he ends up getting $15,000 out of it, that's for sure.
All right, next up is Dynamite by Tayo Cruz here on Edge 88.
So, Melanie, I would like to share with you some wisdom I've gained in my years of dating females.
All right, tell me.
I've learned 2 things. 1, women love fall.
Yes.
2, women love lists. And you know what they love especially? Lists about fall.
Well, that is crazy because I have a list about fall here.
Let me guess, it's something like 15 things that people love about fall. Just like that?
Well, it is Des Moines related.
It's Des Moines related?
Just
okay,
so you
fine.
know, it was put out by the Register. So some of the things on it are just hitting the bike trails. We love using the bike trails in the fall when it's not super hot. We love Halloween and our tradition with Beggars Night.
Halloween's a good one, especially I've had some professors who came from out of town and they say it's weird that we have Beggars Night, so that's a fun one.
And you also will like Iowa Wild.
That's true. I'm a big Iowa Wild fan, so that is definitely something that I'm going to love about fall. And I tell you what, some of those hockey players, I bet they have stitches. And that's our next song, Stitches by Shawn Mendes here on Edge 88.1. That was I Don't Want to Be Here Anymore by Rise Against here on Edge 88.1. So, Melanie, are you like germophobic about like sharing drinks and stuff like that?
I am not, but I know a lot of people who are, and I kind of think it's weird in some ways.
It's a very common thing to not be comfortable with that.
True.
Well, that kind of rules kind of change when it's someone famous like, say, the Pope. So a congressman, when the Pope was here, he decided he wanted to take a sip out of the same glass that the Pope used. And he and his family members all did it.
Oh, okay. Well, that is very interesting to me. I would not have done that. And next up is Starships by Nicki Minaj here on Edge 88.
That was Check Yes Juliet by We the Kings here on Edge 88.1. So, Melanie.
Yes?
My girlfriend is scared of spiders, intensely.
Okay.
So, I constantly get, can you kill this spider? I get that all the time.
Jeesh, how many spiders are you encountering?
More than you'd think.
Okay.
So, when I saw the story, I knew that we had to talk about it because it is hilarious.
So it's another animal one.
Yes, but a not cute animal one this time.
Okay.
So we always joke that we should just burn the house down whenever there's a really big spider. Well, this guy took that to heart. He tried setting a spider on fire at a gas station, ends up burning a pump.
Okay, was he hurt at all?
No, he was not hurt. But the gas pump was destroyed. He lit a gas pump on fire to kill a spider. That is hilarious.
That's very irrational, though. I would say, though, make sure to check out the surveillance video because you can actually hear him saying, "Is that a spider in there?"
Is that Yes, that's a spider. And now you lit it on fire. Way to go. Next up here on Edge 88.1, we got Trumpets by Jason Derulo.
You're listening to the After Hours show with Melanie and Coyle here on Edge 88. So, Dakota, you were in band, correct?
You are correct. I was.
Would you want to be in it for 47 years?
I didn't want to be in it for 3 years. I was not very good at band. I didn't enjoy it. It was not a good experience for me.
All right, that explains that. Well, John Lee is in his 47th year in the Drake Marching Band, Drake University in Des Moines. He plays the saxophone, and he graduated in 1973, but he continues to play with them.
All right, there's some dedication to the cause. I couldn't handle it, but, you know, I'm glad there are people like him who can. He just can't say goodbye. Next up, we got 50 Ways to Say Goodbye by Train here on Edge 88.1.
That was Fergalicious by Fergie here on Edge 88.
That's right, Fergalicious by Fergie. That was a great song. Next, don't forget to join us next week here on Edge 88 for the After Hours show with Melanie and Coyle.
We will be here on Tuesday night from 8 to 10.
That's right, make sure you're there. It's going to be a good time. We're going to do more of the same. And also, We Are Done. And that is the next song here on Edge 88, We Are Done by the Madden Brothers.
Today I'm here with Grandview University student Taylor Bianchi to talk about the anonymous Twitter accounts that Grandview has. Thanks for being here today.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, so Taylor, can you explain to me some of what these social media accounts are?
Well, I don't really know much about them. I know that you just send in stuff that you want to say on Twitter, and then they get posted no matter what it says or what it's about.
When did you see these for the first time?
Last year. And that was also the first time that I was mentioned on one of them. And then ever since then, I've been mentioned quite a bit.
Okay, so how many times do you think that if you had to guess, how many times?
I've probably been mentioned a good 20 times.
And that's just within a year? Yeah. What kinds of posts are they saying? Like, are they nice things or? No,
they're definitely negative things that are getting posted. It's usually about my relationship status or, like, in general, my life.
Yeah, and what about, is that in general for other students as well, or is it positive or negative with that? Like, what types in general of comments and tweets are being sent out through those accounts?
The types of tweets that are usually on there, they're usually making fun of people, or I'm saying stuff like that they think someone's attractive, or they think people should date. I mean, that's pretty much all I see. I try to stay away from it, to be honest.
Who is posting from these? And, like, do you want to know, I suppose?
I have no idea who posts these. I don't think that it really matters because, I mean, it's anonymous, so the person who runs it has to put it up there anyways. And, I mean, if I would ever find out, I don't think it would affect anything anyways, because they're obviously saying it for a reason.
Okay, so how do these posts, how have they made you feel in the past, especially the ones just about your personal life? Why do you think people care, and how have they affected you?
I feel that no matter what I say or what I do, because sometimes I even comment on them, like, guys, this is enough, and it's not going to change what people think or what they want to say. So, I mean, I just try to focus on my life and not worry about it, because it's just drama that they're trying to start at, a smaller school. So I just try to move forward and not really let it affect anything.
Do you have any advice for anyone else who, like, feels like people are targeting them in a negative way, like they've targeted you?
Just don't let it get to you. they're bored with their lives, or there's something that is bothering them that they need to talk about you. And, I mean, take it in a positive way. That they're obviously bringing your name up for a reason. So.
And do you think that this is, like, kind of considered cyberbullying at all?
Yes, very much so.
And do you think people know that? Or do you think that most of it is a joke? Like, what do you think the intentions are behind, first of all, the people who are posting them, and then the person who's filtering through and actually selecting those to go on the Twitter feed?
I don't really know what people take it as, or why they do it, and I don't think that they understand how it can affect people, because, I mean, you don't really know somebody, and you're saying all this stuff about them, and I think that's the only thing that they don't understand when they're talking negatively about people.
Okay, do you understand the need for these social media accounts, like, especially at a small school? Do you think that it's fun for some people to scroll through and see the positive comments about them, or do you, like, what's the need?
I don't really understand the need for them, besides people just trying to start drama and stuff on social media. Yeah, it probably helps some of the people that look at it and see that they're getting talked about. But then the negative stuff, if they maybe changed it to only positive stuff got put up there, maybe it would be better. And it would be more fun to have it as a social media thing. But when it has the negative stuff on there, I think that it definitely needs to be something that people understand, that you don't know how it affects people's lives when they see that stuff about them.
Do you think that, like, at this point, something should probably be done about it, like, changed? I know that they've taken down other sites and people just create more, but do you think that, like, even there would be, like, I don't know, an assembly of some sort, or just something brought up to the entire campus about the negative effects of cyberbullying?
I mean, maybe, but it's not going to stop students from doing it. So, I mean, it may stop it for a month or a year maybe, but in years to come, it's still gonna be on there. So.
All right, thanks for talking to me about this. You're listening to Edge 88, Des Moines radio mashup with Alyssa and Melanie.
So today, the Iowa Wild is having their Pink Out game for breast cancer. But, I've noticed that a lot of teams do this breast cancer awareness thing, but they never do it for any other kind of, diseases.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. For me, I'm not super understanding of a lot of the things in the health field. And so I think that, other different diseases and things like that being promoted would be pretty helpful for people like me to just be able to support something different.
Right, because some of us might not be familiar with somebody who has breast cancer, but, somebody could just have, a yellow day for prostate cancer or, brain cancer or something like that. Because the leading cause of death is heart disease right now, not cancer, or not breast cancer.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I think that we need to be promoting more stuff than that. But other than that, I guess, I just think that breast cancer is something good for women, at least. So.
All right, guys, keep listening. Next up is going to be I'm in Love with a Monster by Fifth Harmony on the Edge 88.
It's a massive mashup. KDPS.
You're listening to Edge 88.1 Des Moines radio mashup. This is Melanie, and I'm just looking at a couple fun facts about money today. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just seeing that the word millionaire was first used by Benjamin Disraeli in his 1826 novel, Vivian Grey. I just think that's kind of interesting, because I would have assumed that people had obtained wealth like that before 1826, but that's not the case. And an interesting other fact is that $1 million worth of 1 cent coins, so pennies, weighs 246 tons. That is a lot of weight for a lot of money. All right, next up is Congregation by Foo Fighters here on Edge 88.1.
Hey, you're listening to the Edge 88 with Alyssa and Melanie.
Hey, Alyssa, I have a funny headline for you.
Okay.
You ready? Okay. Boston program allows smokers to vote with their butts.
What? Butts?
Yeah.
Like their butts, or?
It's actually about cigarette butts. They're trying to keep the streets and sidewalks safer and litter free, and so they are putting these trash cans out that will give the different citizens of Boston the ability to vote. So say the trash can will have a question on it, like, for example, which superpower would you want? And then there are two sides of the trash can that say flight, and then the other one says invisibility. And so then, they get to vote by sticking their cigarette butt in whichever one they would prefer to have.
I think that's really interesting, because I hate seeing cigarette butts on the floor as it is, because I have a puppy, and she tries to eat the cigarette butts off the floor all the time, and it grosses me out. But, I think that gives people's attention, so they'd be like, oh, this is cool, let's just throw my cigarette butt in here.
Yeah, I understand that it's promoting it, but, it says that the city spent $3,000 on these trash cans, and I just don't think that that's worth it. It stinks that you have to spend that much money just to get people to throw things away.
Yeah, maybe people should stop being lazy.
All right, next up is Oasis by A Great Big World here on Edge 88.1.
Hey, you're listening to the Edge 88. This is Alyssa. So I've been on Facebook and Twitter, and I've been seeing a lot of these celebrity Valentine's Day cards. They're all very interesting and funny, and they have all the puns of the certain celebrity. My favorite one that I saw was with Honey Boo Boo, and it was here's a dollar because you make me holla, and it has a little dollar and Honey Boo Boo on it. So I want you guys to post to our Twitter page at KDPS88 with your best celebrity Valentine's Day cards.
You're listening to Edge 88.1. Children's Cancer Connection, the entire family, the entire journey. Children's Cancer Connection is hosting their largest event of the year, Camping the Night Away in Des Moines. It will be on Thursday, February 25th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., and it will be a casual evening of entertainment, cocktails, delicious food, and silent and live auctions filled with items for just about everyone. Make sure to purchase your tickets online. Go to childrenscancerconnection.org/campingthenightaway for more information. All right, back to the music. It's See You Again by Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth here on Edge 88.1.
Hey, you're listening to the Edge 88.1 with Alyssa. So if you haven't heard, the new Deadpool movie is coming out, and Ryan Reynolds has spent 10 years trying to get this movie done after he had a short little cameo as Deadpool in one of the X-Men movies, which a lot of people didn't really like because it wasn't really the essence of what Deadpool really is, so he wanted to redo it, and he actually has stolen the Deadpool costume from the set, and he hasn't really told anybody, but I thought it'd be really funny just to imagine Ryan Reynolds going out on the street doing Deadpool-like things. If you guys have ever seen D. Pitty, he goes around Comic Cons doing crazy Deadpool antics in Comic Con videos. So I would like to see Ryan Reynolds doing that. Next up is Never Forget You by Zara Larsson and Mnek on the Edge 88.1.
This is Melanie on Edge 88.1, Des Moines Radio Mashup. So I was scrolling through Facebook and Twitter the other day, and I saw that there was this accident in Ames, Iowa. It was on the Iowa State campus, and I saw some pictures of a car that had its front tires on top of two other cars in a parking lot. And I just wondered how in the world this happened. But basically, I think what happened was that the car came off the road and it just had enough speed that it landed right on top of the other cars. It's Melanie and Alyssa on Edge 88.1, Des Moines Radio Mashup.
So Melanie, I'm a really big YouTube person, and I noticed lately that YouTube is starting something called YouTube Red.
All right, what is that? Because I like YouTube too. I kind of get lost on there for hours because I just start looking at different stuff.
So YouTube Red is a $9.99 a month subscription to YouTube. So some YouTubers like PewDiePie and College Humor, if you ever watch them, they're starting to get YouTube Red channels, and YouTube is starting to do original shows, kind of like Netflix does with Orange is the New Black and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So with this, you can also get offline YouTube access. So, when you close your phone, you can still hear the music in the background, or you can get the videos ad-free.
Okay, I must admit that I do think that being able to hear the music when your phone is like off, or well, not off, but locked, would be a pretty unique characteristic of it, because I do enjoy doing that, and I hate when my phone locks and then the music just stops. But I don't know if we really need just another thing like Netflix we have Netflix and Hulu. I don't know if we need it
and these
more.
YouTubers are already getting paid, so why give them more money for it,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure I'm negative about it.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. Next up is High Drive on the Edge 88.1. This is Alyssa on the Edge 88.1. So I was on the ARL website, and I counted how many cats are up for adoption on all 3 sites for the ARL, and there are 251 cats total that need to be adopted. But they don't all have enough beds to sleep in. Some of them are sharing beds, some of them are just sleeping on the floor. So the ARL came up with a solution for Knitting for Kittens Night. The Knitting for Kittens Night is every second Thursday of the month from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the ARL main site, and you can knit or crochet beds for the cats. Don't worry about if you don't have any of the stuff you need to knit or crochet, because they provide it for you. And if you can't make the club meets, that's not a big deal. You can always send in your stuff to the ARL main building. The address is 5452 Northeast 22nd Street, Des Moines, Iowa. And for more information, you can go to the ARL website, which is www.arl/iowa.org. And you can go to their events calendar and click on the Knittens for Kittens Club. So go out there and knit some cats for those kittens out there, guys. You're listening to the Edge 88.1.
It's Melanie here on Edge 88.1, Des Moines Radio Mashup. So I was looking online, and I saw an article on Bustle that said that they think that on Grey's Anatomy, they should kill off Meredith Grey, who, if you don't watch Grey's Anatomy, that is the main character of the show. It's who the whole entire show has been based off of, so I don't really understand why they would kill her off. It says in the article that this person thinks that she should die just because of the hard life that she has lived so far, which she has. She's gone through a lot of different hard times, and her husband actually died at the end of the last season, so that's really hard. But I just don't think that there would be a show without her, so I'm gonna stick with Meredith Grey being alive for the rest of the show. Next up is Hey Everybody by 5 Seconds of Summer here on Edge 88. Cyberbullying is an issue that has intensified over the past decade. Smartphones have given teens and college students alike the ability to bully someone in between text messages. Twitter accounts run by anonymous users have shown a significant amount of uncensored cyberbullying. Last year, an anonymous Twitter page for Grandview University surfaced, and Taylor Bianchi was one of many GV students to be mentioned in a demeaning way for the first time.
I've probably been mentioned a good 20 times. There are definitely negative things that are getting posted. It's usually about my relationship status.
What some people do not realize when they submit these tweets is how much of an effect they have on the subject.
I feel that no matter what I say, it is not going to change what people think or what they want to say. And I don't think that they understand how it can affect people because, you don't really know somebody and you're saying all this stuff about them. And I think that's the only thing that they don't understand. You don't know how it affects people's lives when they see that stuff about them.
Why does Chrissy Clark have a boyfriend? She was hotter when she was single.
A problem is that most people don't interpret rude anonymous tweets as cyberbullying. A study conducted in March of 2014 found that 19% of college students have been victims of cyberbullying. Along with this, 22% of the students reported being cyberbullied by someone unknown to them.
I have no idea who posts these. I don't think that it really matters because it's anonymous, so the person who runs it has to put it up there anyways. And if I would ever find out, I don't think it would affect anything.
Why do black people walk so slow?
The problem with these anonymous Twitter accounts is that no one knows who is posting.
You just send in stuff that you want to say on Twitter, and then they get posted no matter what it's about. The types of tweets that are usually on there, they're usually making fun of people or saying stuff like that they think someone's attractive or they think people should date.
I hear Lindsay Albert is robbing the cradle these days.
Although all of these tweets are still considered cyberbullying, Bianchi has tried to take the high road.
I just try to focus on my life and not worry about it because it's just drama that they're trying to start. I just try to move forward and not really let it affect anything. They're bored with their lives or there's something that is bothering them that they need to talk about you.
Even though some of the social media accounts that have been used in the past, such as GV Confessions, have been shut down, people continue to make new accounts to use as a platform for cyberbullying.
If they maybe changed it to only positive stuff got put up there, maybe it would be better.
Rather than rude tweets, positive tweets could change these accounts into a place that people enjoy being mentioned on. Bianchi hopes that someday there will be less bashing and more kindness. For KDPS News, this is Melanie Leach reporting.